Welcome to Donmar TV News Channel, mga nagbabagong balita sa buwan ng Agosto.
O sino sasagot nito? Bakit na-dismiss pa lamang sa prosecution?
Mr. Chairman, can we ask sino abogado ng PhilHealth? Who represents PhilHealth in public cases? OGCC ba?
The document was signed by Lauris Cabus and Rogelio Pongkalan, Senior Manager,
Attorney Pongkalan is here.
ILD. Oh,
Attorney Pongkalan, please reply.
Attorney Pongkalan, totoo ba itong sinabit mong dokumento na puro dismiss ang criminal cases natin? Ang dismissal sa prosecutor's office pa lamang?
Sir, of the, I think, 11 criminal cases filed by PhilHealth, only 4 was handled by my office, and the other complaints were handled by other
Hindi
lawyers.
na natin pinag-uusapan kung ikaw ang nag-handle o hindi. Nag-submit ka rito sa amin ng report, 31 criminal cases, iniisa-isa ko, dismiss lahat sa prosecutor's office, sa piskalya pa lamang. At ang kaso ay puro falsification by private individuals and use of falsified documents. Eh sa aming abogado, pag falsification, all we have to do is to present the falsified document.
At sa kaso po ng
office pa lamang.
At sa kaso po ng PhilHealth, yan ang importante pagka pineke ang tao at dinaya. Dahil dyan tayo nagkakaproblema. Attorney Pongkalan, kindly reply.
I think there are 2 complaints which are still pending pa, sir. Hindi pa po resolved yung...
Hindi pa na-dismiss.
Hindi pa po, sir, na
cases.
re-resolve po ng trial court. Meron na po, sir, nag-proceed sa trial court.
Ang nililinaw lang natin, dito sa report mong 31 cases, 2 lamang ang still pending. Yung 29 na kasong for falsification sa fiscal's office pa lamang or prosecutor's office, dismissed na. Yes.
But again, sir...
yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Tama po.
And most of these cases are cases for falsification. Violation of Article 172, falsification by private individuals, and use of falsified documents. Bakit sa piskalya dismiss na kaagad? How can you protect our money, the money of the public? Eh kung sa mga kasong na to, piskalya pa lamang, dismiss na.
Actually, sir, that's why we requested the GCG for additional lawyer positions po. Kasi as of now, isa lang po talaga ang humahawak ng aming mga criminal complaints, PRC complaints. Siya na rin po yung humahawak nun, including na special cases po for or against PhilHealth.
Ilan ang abogado ng PhilHealth? Sa legal office, ilan kayo?
Sir, sa ngayon po, isa lang po talaga yung... 2, sir, sa office ko, pero yung isa po, ang nag-handle nga ng mga litigation like criminal, PRC cases, special cases against PhilHealth, while the other po na lawyer, siya po yung nag-handle ng legal opinion, contracts review.
150 billion a year 200 billion a year corporation only has 2 lawyers?
In my department po, sir, talagang 2 lang. That's why we requested po sa GCG ng additional plantilla position for lawyers. Unfortunately po, na-deny po yung request namin.
Okay, with the indulgence of everyone, we will proceed to the issue at hand. Attorney Asuncion, yung ating pong Cardinal Santos, we were discussing it. Sige po, kaya please present the position of the actions you took, taken by the executive at the time of PhilHealth at yung approval ng board. Kindly proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Your Honors. I'm Attorney Edgar Asuncion. Firstly, please accept my apologies for my absence during the last hearing, primarily because I didn't receive any invitation nor subpoena from the honorable committees. I was appointed as SVP for legal sometime in December, actually on December 5, 2011. Now, the case, Your Honor, Hospital Managers, Inc., or HMI, versus Roman Catholic Archbishop Manila and PhilHealth Insurance Corporation, civil case number 73012, RTC Pasig City, Branch 160 was filed sometime in the middle of 2012. I was then a newly appointed SBP, Your Honor. Now, on April 11, just a presentation of the civil case, Your Honor, the Board of Commissioners, composed of Attorney Dean Voltaire Bautista for PhilHealth, Attorney Ricardo Cachola Jr. for HMI, and Branch Clerk of Court, Attorney Julius S. De Peralta of RTC, Branch 160, Pasig City, issued its commissioner's report. Its dispositive portion reads, wherefore premises considered, the Board of Commissioners submits the following findings and recommendations. That PhilHealth's demand of 240 million is inaccurate and lacks sufficient basis. 2, that PhilHealth erred in its assumption that HMI uniformly credited all PhilHealth members with 5,000. 3, that the 59,991,887.60 demand cannot be used as a basis for the 240,045,076.6 demand as it resulted from an incomplete accounting. And number 4, that the final accounting, the total unclaimed refund is 70,058,129.17. Number 5, that the amount of 431,516.07 will be settled out of court by PhilHealth and HMI after verification of their own respective records and files. Number 6, that since plaintiff HMI has already deposited in escrow the amount of 56,775,949 with Banco de Oro, said amount shall be released in favor of plaintiff. And number 7, the HMI is obligated to turn over to PhilHealth the balance of 13,300,180.17. Number 8, the accounting of claims of HMI against PhilHealth representing unpaid claims equivalent to 17,385,655.47 has been dispensed with for non-exhaustion of administrative remedies. Thereafter, Your Honor, the Board of Commissioners again issued a supplemental report. The dispositive portion of it reads, in view of the foregoing, the Board of Commissioners concludes that the 188 claims subject of the motion with manifestation have all been accounted for, and the resultant total unclaimed refund is still 70,058,129.17. With this, the Board therefore reiterates its finding and recommendation as contained in April 11, 2013 Commissioner's Report. Subsequently, on 4 September 2014, the Regional Trial Court, Pasig City, Branch 160 issued an omnibus order, the dispositive portion of which reads, I quote, wherefore, the motion for another extension of time to file comment is denied for lack of merit. The Commissioner's report filed on 29 July 2013 are hereby adopted. On the basis thereof, the Court hereby draws the following conclusions and accordingly so orders to wit. 1, the plaintiff's demand of 240,045,076.60 from plaintiff is inaccurate and lacks sufficient basis, being premised on the assumption that the latter uniformly credited all PHIC members' patients with 5,000 each. That the amount of 431,516 will be settled out of court by PhilHealth and HMI after verification of their own respective records and files. Number 3, the accounting of claims of HMI against PhilHealth representing unpaid claims equivalent to 17,385,655.47 has been dispensed with for non-exhaustion of administrative remedies. And number 4, The issue involving 188 entries of claim amounting to 1,487,137.73 subject of the motion and manifestation have been accounted for, and the resultant unclaimed refunds in favor of PHIC stands at 70,058,129.17. And number 5, that since plaintiff HMI has already deposited in escrow the amount of 56,775,949 with Banco de Oro Universal Inc., said amount is hereby ordered released in favor of plaintiff. That HMI is obligated to turn over to PhilHealth the balance of 13,300,180.17. So ordered. Thereafter, Your Honor, when the case was terminated before the RTC, we filed a notice of appeal. And then, by its letter of 21 November 2013, to finally put an end to the case, HMI proposed an amicable settlement. The compromise agreement that HMI drafted was submitted to OGCC for its review and evaluation. In its letter of 10 February 2014, the OGCC stated that the proposed terms of agreement reasonably and aptly protective of PhilHealth's interests. As such, the draft of the compromise agreement may now be given due course. The compromise agreement was then presented to the PhilHealth Board for its consideration and approval on April 8, 2014. And then it was approved, Your Honor. Now, thereafter, our joint motion was presented before the court, and the compromise agreement was approved by the court for
Mr. Chairman.
not being contrary to laws and public.
Honorable Limulya, so PhilHealth was the one that filed the case before the Pasig Court for recovery of the amounts involved with Cardinal Santos Memorial Hospital, managed by HMI.
Mr. Chairman, Your Honor, it was HMI who filed the case against.
So HMI filed the case for?
HMI at the time was the, I think, operator of Cardinal Santos, Your Honor.
So what did they file? What case did HMI file?
They filed for an accounting, Your Honor, because the previous request for reconciliation of the pertinent details of these unclaimed refunds didn't materialize. So what HMI did was to go to court to force.
So
us.
wait. Attorney Asuncion, PhilHealth had a claim for 240 million against HMI Cardinal Santos. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
What was the basis for this claim of PhilHealth? Would you know that, Mr. Dimshaco?
Come again, Your Honor.
Yung laban nyo, yung away sa Cardinal Santos, ang kiniklaim, ang hinihingi ng PhilHealth na bayad, na ibalik na pera sa PhilHealth ay 240 million pesos. Alam nyo ba to? Alam ba ng opisina nyo to?
Mr. Chair, the particular point was already established yesterday. Two gentlemen from PhilHealth validated that the 240 million demand by PhilHealth stood on a very firm ground. Kasi ito yung under deduction which PhilHealth noticed sa Cardinal Santos.
Honorable Marcoleta, mabilis lang po. Kindly reply to Honorable Rimulya. What was the question again, Honorable Rimulya?
Mr. Chair, Your Honor, the date of the transaction of the official receipt is 2014. Wala pa ako nito sa central office, Your Honor. What I mean, hindi pa ako SBP during the time, Your Honor. But the record speaks, Your Honor, that mayroon na received na money coming from the Hospital Managers Incorporated, tatlong official receipt, for Your Honor, totaling the amount of 70.489.
Okay, yan yung bayad na nila.
Yan ang bayad nila.
Honorable Marcoleta?
Marcoleta, but you might want to enlighten us again to refresh our memory on the basis for the 240 million claim of PhilHealth against HMI.